Hi, there's a different background. I'm at Scrum.org headquarters in Burlington, Massachusetts, talking about product, thinking about organizations, and just working with a great team here. And the question is consensus really the best way forward for for product development, for product management? The short answer is no. Um, what's an elephant? An elephant is a mouse built by a committee. Now, having someone with clear accountability, clear ownership reduces the cycle time to learn because there's one person to answer the question. And this is why delegated authority is so critical. How much time have you experienced, does your organization waste in cycle time? I'm working on something at the moment and I haven't had that conversation with my key stakeholder and the team, and we're burning cycles like it's going out of fashion. So we've taken something like, if we'd had one conversation of 20 minutes, we would have saved a month. And that's without exaggeration. With exaggeration, months. And that's for real. Like I'm not joking. So as soon as you have consensus, you've created organizational drag because you've got to get everyone in the room. You've got to find time in people's schedules. You need to get their brains engaged. And what we're talking about is cognitive load. You think about basic mechanistics of living in a family. Have you ever had that discussion with your partner about what you're having for dinner? Have you ever tried to organize lunch at work on the day of the lunch? Just trying to find a restaurant to go to that everybody's got different dietary requirements, everyone has different needs, people feel like different things. Whereas if you want lunch, you think, well, how much time have I got? How much money do I want to spend? You just go and get lunch. You're like, next. So consensus is a terrible idea. Does that mean your product owner, your product manager doesn't talk to their stakeholders? Of course not. That'd be suicide. You engage, but you have decision authority and you are held accountable and culpable for your decisions. It's pretty simple. And that is how effective organizations roll. Now, love them or hate them, when you see people really pioneering a space, they make a stand, take a choice, and go for it. And this is where delegated authority comes in. If you let people know their constraints or boundaries, they're then able to work within it. And they know at the point of which they need to validate key critical decisions. And this is the one-way, two-way door thing. If your decision is reversible easily, it doesn't matter. Just make the decision. You're wasting time faffing around thinking about it because it can be changed. But if that decision is irrevocable or you can't go back, then you need to talk to other people. And sometimes it's just a constraint. And one of the most hilarious things I heard is that the size of rockets is set by the size of a horse's ass. How do you figure that, Simon? Well, the roads were designed to fit two Roman chariots, and a Roman fast chariot had two horses' ass wide. So a good road had two chariots, so it was four horses' ass wide. And so when they built railways, it was based on the size of a horse's butt because that's how wide a wagon was. And then when they were moving parts around for the space rockets, it was based on the size that they could fit on a rail track. So the size of a rocket, the most innovative thing of the 20th century, was based on the size of a horse's ass. Is that the best way to make your product decision? Or are you being a horse's ass?